Hello there. I wanted to play a really spooky game today. Well, maybe more thrilling than anything, but Alan Wake 2 just came out, which is what this is. But I do have to say that I've probably not played Alan Wake 1, but like maybe once, almost like 13 years ago or something. So I may lose sight of some of the reference. The changes between the almost low res, almost indie game kind of feel of Alan Wake 1 evolved and like is incredible, and it makes me feel like this is how a lot of smaller games like that should be. So I'm very excited to play something like this where it's basically evolved into its own IP, its own universe, its own world. And can't wait to see where it goes. Oh, warnings. I think so. I've seen a little bit of the game already with releases and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure there's things like simulated nudity and things like that, because there's parts of it that are like autopsy related kind of things and things like that. So just be warned, there are a little bit of not only like grotesque stuff in this, but also nakedness. Here we go.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh yeah, that looks much better than before. That's all moving quite easily. Oh. What is this world I'm in? Oh, whoa, that looks gorgeous. I want to be on that mountain. Wow. I did up the sensitivity so I can like move around quicker when aiming and looking around and stuff. I like doing that because it's easier for me to take in things really quickly.
Can you hear me?
What's wrong? Come on, Ed. We should go.
Already gone.
What the fuck was that? Sorry, I have headphones in, so it's all these sounds like crunching and stuff like that are directional for me. I don't know if you guys can hear it like that. I hate that. This reminds me of playing Hellblade. Holy cow. Please keep your cheeks clenched the whole time, because there's some moments where he's leaning down that I'm like full face in. You can sprint by toggling. Ooh. Run. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, this game is already so good. So I don't have to worry, since I'm such a small creator right now, I don't have to worry as much about like demonetization and stuff like that, but this whole intro is going to be really rough for people to display. Oh no, that's a table. No, 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 can I leave? Oh! Oh, I can't leave. Okay. Run! Oh. I got an achievement for that.
Not cold. I thought it worked. Hemingway.
Lights out, motherfucker. Yes. We need to finish this. What the fuck? Run!
I feel like it didn't load something.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Sam Lake! Alan Wake!
Here we are. Aldrin Lake.
Time to get to work.
This is like Sam Lake's baby. It's a little jittery.
He was supposed to be here to show us to the crime
And the
scene. There's
the
the car.
video.
So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Invitation. This, I don't think this is going to be in like a 4K experience or anything anyway. So
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
oh, I get a map. And it's very blurry. Oof. Yeah, switching back and forth completely blurs all the assets. And that's weird. I feel like a lot of games nowadays do that whole thing where they just throw out things to the general public and don't entirely like they have to produce something by a certain date.
Over here.
And instead of getting it right by that date,
Agent Casey,
they just have to like do what they do.
Said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right.
I'd imagine there's going to be a patch that'll
Anderson.
fix some of it.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
To even up close, this no entry
Sorry
sign
about
is
that,
just
ma'am.
completely blurred.
I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that.
And I don't know
you
if that's
that,
like a... Maybe it's just because I'm talking to him
federal agents
and
right
it
here.
blurs my
My partner Thornton. Down at crime
peripheral.
scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
Get into that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
You reckon that?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city. Folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan,
This guy almost sounds like Crunk.
I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okay, so now I have to duck? Ah, it just naturally works.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Ooh, can do Mind Palace.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another.
Okay. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonality. Ted Lane, dentist stab wound, bloating, bruising on the wrists. Teacher. Large chest wound. Door owner. Heart removed. Strange tattoos. Slight difference in murders, bloating, only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs, deep gash in the chest, heart missing, all bodies experience bloating. It's funny that when you zoom in, the textures on it become not great. I mean, the textures were pretty okay. Of course, I think it's losing the textures occasionally. It's not great. What? Why am I at that? Killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery. So we're looking for a butcher or a farrier. Yeah, even zooming into these pictures makes them extremely pixelated sometimes. I don't doing lately, but most of the games that come out for PC have started just, you know, tearing up.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge.
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Starting fires is prohibited.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
I'm excited. I've got a new CPU coming, which will hopefully like dwarf the one that I've got right now. It's like 2 generations higher or something like that. And it wasn't super expensive either. I'll likely be able to sell the old one back.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Can I make it, Mulligan?
Whoa.
Hey!
Everything went a little gray for a second there.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Really good detail quality in the face and the people and everything, but
FBI, huh?
I think it's like
Cool. Hunting down psycho serial
it's like
killers and
creating a
shootouts with the
distance
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
between
Those are real? You guys hiring?
like actual distance in the game. So it's like creating a blur as you get more distance from an object. Even though we're third person camera, so it's not like we're seeing through their eyes. It's interesting. Like I guess I kind of don't see the
We found him on the table.
point of it.
And we didn't touch nothing, you know.
Ah,
Procedures and
nudities.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Seems to.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. As soon as you give me the ability to.
Body
Oh.
is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Do I have to do it from the vision of his manly bits? Up allows, so I gotta see active clues. Key image can be selected with A and placed on the board. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
If this is linked to the killings that we're here to investigate. Prompt a new question. New goals. Find evidence. Okay.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Oh, and it gives me
Inside stab wound.
like
Chest cut open.
how many clues are available for this specific scene, so it doesn't, you don't have to guess. That's interesting. You can zoom in. Newly discovered clues. That's what I gotta do. Up. Major chest trauma.
Think.
I'm thinking.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Interrupted. Oh, ritual interrupted.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
I feel like when you're talking about something that's like a colloquial term, like brothers in arms, you don't have to specify gender for it, but people always do. Weird. But I don't mean it in the way that, like, you know, we shouldn't specify gender of things for progressive reasons, you know, but it always seems like it's a little jaded. It's like an afterthought for most people to be like, oh yeah, and this gender that's not normally the case, you know? It's like, if you just don't dwell on that, people aren't gonna focus on it.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display?
Not that kind of display.
So you knew our victim?
Recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Yeah, I would say so, since this boot print doesn't match that one. And the local police have already conveniently given us multiple evidence tags.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Uh-huh.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Multiple sets of footprints for the killers. Nightingale went off the deep end, so the FBI fired him.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Oh, those are later. Okay. Learn more about the killers.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
That's blocked off. Gate down here.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Yeah, okay, so I figured it out. You walk away from these signs and they start blurring out. Which is really funny because that would be how human eyes work, kind of. But not how cameras work. Especially if we're focusing on the over-the-shoulder aspect of it. I mean, I like it. Because it makes it seem like you're still forced to like see through the character's perspective, but wash hands, take chicken out of fridge, take a nap.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Sounds like there's
Creepy
chicken.
turret sculpture.
Oh, this is a different symbol, isn't it? Some of these are almost runic. Oh, yeah, well. What is that symbol? There's a symbol that's like that. It's like a some kind of technology buttons or something. Can't think of it. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and more man-made, and they're intentional? Say the lake's not formed, it's designed, it has a purpose. A hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated. The press of a button, and the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. Interesting theory. More likely it is a caldera since we're in the mountain range and everything. And they could have just added something
Hey there, Mr.
later.
Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
I love the atmosphere and the like environment of this game. So Like, it's such a good setting for a thriller. That like Pacific Northwest, rainy. That's a oh, what are those called? It's kind of like a dream catcher kind of thing. UFOs and you. Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake. After image of an octahedron.
Is that
So,
a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons? What? Oh, that's cool. I need more. But that is cool. What? 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 Meow. Meow. You what? Would bother me while I'm playing video games. Okay. Nothing else for the murder board, though. Oh man. Cat, you're on my headphones. Can I have these back? Thank you. Playing video games with an animal. It's the real hard mode. Oh. Why would there be a whole trail over here with a dead end on it? I wonder if that's where I came up with the dead guy. Where's my map? A locked door. Oh yeah. Okay. Cult stash and an investigation. So it wants me to go back to the investigation.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Just kicking around 50-pound propane tanks. You know. The usual. Why is... Oh, are they trying to like stop the water from getting in? Why would you put a ladder underneath a bucket? That just makes more of a like tripping hazard kind of thing. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Train the fielder. Animals, hunters out after dark, poachers, heard some gunshots, not one of ours. Could be more than bargained for out there. But this is possibly like the headquarters of the cultists, right? So they've been here for a while. And they're saying that there's other hunters out there possibly getting in their way.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Nope. I went looking for clues. Kind of part of the job, buddy. Huh. Okay, maybe I need to put some stuff together. Oh, is there still more here?
The victim died here. I think that's every...
Yeah, we knew that. Heavy blood splatter on table. Oh, okay. Why would that go to the killers?
Indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. I had to review the clues.
Okay, are we good here? No? Alex Casey's lunchboxes. Okay.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Aldrin Lake Campground. Ah, so there's about 8 of them out here. That's pretty cool that you can do that. And 7 in the Bright Falls. 2 for Who Left These? I think we're good. We can move on, right? Sir, have you been drinking tonight? Are we good? What's going on? I'm leaving you. Learn more about the killer, investigate the crime scene. But my investigation thing is grayed out already. This is so goofy that I'm stuck here. Ah, okay. Uh-huh.
They planned
Okay.
for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This mug always cheers me up.
I can't see it.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Sounds good. FBI?
One of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
Beautiful
You need to get out
redwoods.
more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Oh.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation.
It just looks stupid when they lose the textures.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
This game is very atmospheric. It's gets to the point where you almost don't want to like talk a lot because
like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it.
You basically end up talking over all the information.
More. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
Hey, you made it
deciding
back.
what happens to
Good.
who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these
Oh, is that
witnesses.
what this gate is?
At
Just the little
diner,
shortcut?
right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Wow. That was
Seems
easy.
like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Some kind of power station. For what, though? Everything out here is like 1800s old. Well, except for the
Can't
general
fit the
store, I
clues
guess,
all
but
together yet.
there's still not
Part
that
removed,
much.
Tripod. Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
The cat came back. Hiking trail. Where are we going? Not the hiking trail.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
All right. You're probably getting close to the end of the video.
Manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive.
Why did I lose audio?
Work so far.
What the hell?
Your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Well, at least they captured the essence of 2010's loading screen purgatory.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
All right, well, we got pretty far through the first bit of the game. I don't think this counts as like a chapter end, but we can't be far from it. And after editing and whatnot, it'll probably be still a pretty sizable video. So, thank you guys for following along and watching and everything. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked it. Hit the notification bell to see more videos like this. And let me know what you think. I will probably edit this down and post it pretty quickly, probably by the end of the day. So, yeah, make sure to keep a lookout for the next parts of the video, or next parts of the story. And we'll see just how far this Alan wakes. Wait. Insert, joke about water and wake. Looks like Braden Falls is quite an Alan Wake. Haha. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.